Europe expelled them after Ukraine. They moved to Tokyo. Russian military intelligence has reportedly built an entire espionage network inside Japan, stealing technology that ends up in missiles fired at Ukrainian cities. Japanese components have been found in 90% of Russian weapons. Japan has no foreign intelligence service. But Moscow has already turned Japan into a new hub for military espionage, a new spy paradise. Russia may have lost dozens of intelligence officers across Europe after the invasion of Ukraine, but according to new reports, many of them have simply found a new base of operations. And that new front in the global spy war is Japan. A New York Times investigation, citing current and former officials from 5 Western intelligence agencies, claims that Russian military intelligence has established an extensive espionage network inside Japan to obtain sensitive technologies for Moscow's war effort. According to the report, the operation is centered on a previously undisclosed unit of Russia's military intelligence agency, known as the 20th Directorate, which is allegedly operating from Tokyo. The officers are said to be posing as businessmen and diplomats while purchasing, soliciting, or stealing advanced technologies that are then smuggled back to Russia for military use. Western intelligence officials claim the network is being coordinated by an officer working under the cover of Russia's state airline, Aeroflot. According to the report, Soviet and Russian intelligence services have long used the national carrier as cover for espionage operations abroad. One of the key figures in the network is reportedly an experienced intelligence officer named Filchenkov, who is said to coordinate with logistics companies that transport goods from Japan to Russia. One such company identified in the report is Proco Air, which describes itself as a bridge between Japan and Russia. It reportedly ships cargo via third countries, including Sri Lanka and Uzbekistan, where Aeroflot then collects the goods and transports them onwards to Russia. The allegations come as Ukraine continues to warn that foreign technology remains critical to Moscow's weapons production. According to Ukraine's Sanctions Commissioner, Japanese-made components have been found in around 90% of Russian missiles and drones, although most were originally exported for civilian purposes before allegedly being diverted into Russia's military supply chain. The War and Sanctions Project has identified at least 227 Japanese-made components inside Russian weapons. Ukrainian officials have reportedly presented Japanese authorities with documents and other evidence showing how Japanese technology is ending up inside Russian weapons. However, according to the report, Tokyo has been slow to respond. On July 13, Japan said that it recognized the need to counter foreign intelligence better after the New York Times report. Chief Government Spokesman Minoru Kihara said,
"We recognize that in a rapidly changing security environment, there is a growing need to counter foreign intelligence activities, such as the acquisition of critical information that threaten Japan's national security. Tokyo must address this issue with even greater rigor."
Japan has long been described by intelligence experts as a spy paradise. Following the Second World War, the country never rebuilt a dedicated foreign intelligence service and has relied heavily on intelligence shared by the United States. Japanese officials acknowledge the espionage threat and say reforms are already underway. A new National Intelligence Council and National Intelligence Bureau have been established, while an anti-spy law is expected later this year to strengthen Japan's counter-espionage capabilities. The report also notes that in February, a Russian Foreign Intelligence Service officer operating undercover while posing as a Ukrainian citizen was exposed in Japan. The man, a Russian national in his 30s, left Japan and returned to Russia in March without facing trial. The allegations are also likely to raise fresh concerns over Japan's role in the Global Combat Air Programme, the joint sixth-generation fighter jet project with the United Kingdom and Italy, one of the West's most sensitive defense collaborations. A prestigious Russian engineering university visited by President Vladimir Putin is now at the center of revelations about a covert pipeline feeding recruits directly into Russia's military intelligence apparatus. According to a joint investigation by The Guardian, Der Spiegel, Le Monde, The Insider, Delphi, and V-Esquire, more than 2,000 leaked internal documents from Bauman Moscow State Technical University expose the existence of a secretive unit known as Department 4, or Special Training. The program allegedly prepares select students for careers inside Russia's GRU military intelligence agency, the same organization linked by Western governments to election interference, cyber warfare, sabotage, and assassination operations abroad. A former senior Russian defense official described the system as a long-term recruitment funnel into the intelligence services.
Sometimes you're first scouted from school, then go to Bauman and join the services. It is part of a pipeline.
The leaked files reportedly include course syllabuses, exam records, staff contracts, and graduate assignments tracing students from cyber warfare classrooms directly into notorious GRU-linked units. Among the figures named is Viktor Netikshow, a sanctioned Russian major general who reportedly commanded GRU unit, better known internationally as Fancy Bear, the hacking group accused by the United States of interfering in the 2016 presidential election. The curriculum outlined in the documents goes far beyond conventional military education. Students were allegedly trained in electronic surveillance, password attacks, malware development, covert infiltration techniques, and psychological manipulation campaigns. One course reportedly required students to develop their own computer virus as part of the final assessment. Advanced trainees were also tasked with designing disinformation operations using what the documents described as manipulation, pressure, and hidden propaganda. The investigation further claims students studied Western intelligence agencies, NATO-linked military systems, and drone warfare emerging from the battlefield in Ukraine. Another figure identified in the documents is Lieutenant Colonel Kirill Stupakov, who allegedly oversaw training in covert surveillance and electronic eavesdropping while maintaining ties to the GRU unit. The documents also appear to trace graduates into operational cyber units. One graduate from the 2024 class, Daniil Porshin, was reportedly assigned to Fancy Bear after maintaining near-perfect academic records. Another graduate allegedly joined the GRU-linked Sandworm unit, accused by Western intelligence agencies of cyber attacks targeting Ukraine's power grid, the French presidential campaign, and the 2018 Winter Olympics. The former Russian defense official told The Guardian the Bauman program represents only part of a wider ecosystem.
While the trove of documents represents an unprecedented insight into the secretive and systematic training program for Russia's cyber agents, insiders said it was only one part of the picture. Another Russian university, Mireia, was even more crucial in training hackers. Bauman is one of a handful of elite universities used to identify gifted students for recruitment into military and intelligence structures.
The revelations offer a rare glimpse into what investigators describe as a highly organized state-backed pipeline blending academia, cyber warfare, espionage, and information operations at the heart of Russia's security apparatus.